I keep writing songs about things that are out of my control, but I pretend they're not, and then wonder why the outcome's not what I planned for. Oh, 'cause lately I tend to answer with maybe, 'cause commitment seems so scary, and I miss just being more. I swear, baby, I'm not the one that's crazy. You say that I'm too picky, but this
Wow, very long never see this thing.
Yeah, very long never vlog. Take out the camera just for you. Okay, today is one day before your birthday. Do you know where we are going now?
Taka.
Nearby Taka.
Yeah, somewhere where we can play VR.
So you really think we are playing VR?
No lah, I know we are not lah.
So what do you think we are going to do now?
Shop. Go Muji.
We will review more as we near the destination.
Let's go.
So abrupt because I totally forgot to vlog.
Look what I got. I got an iPhone
Yay.
13 Pro.
For free.
Thank you. I'm really happy to get this.
Your birthday part 1.
It's really expensive, so yeah.
That's why I said out of budget already.
Loss of words.
Yeah, okay. Are you going to unbox this?
Yes, I'm going to unbox this now.
Oh, damn nice.
It's so advanced, I don't know how to use.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm number 1.
I'm number 2. It's your birthday dinner.
Yeah, after the very huge, nice surprise of the iPhone 13 Pro.
Okay, where are we?
We are outside Asylum Coffee House. This is just a gathering point for absurdities. I can never pronounce this word.
Absurdities.
Absurdities, yeah.
So anyway, we were just standing around the shop waiting for our turn to enter. This dining experience which I brought him to is actually a bit of a fun dining instead of fine dining. After some introductions, we were served our first alcoholic drink for the night, which was malt wine, which I did not really like because it contains too much cinnamon.
I finished mine already.
Oh, I'm trying to slowly sip and drink.
It's very light, I don't feel anything. I feel like I'm just drinking cinnamon water, which I hate. I don't like cinnamon, I don't like
But you finished it already.
Yeah, but just try and get it over, then we can move on.
Cooler wine.
Waiting for our first dish.
So for starters, we were served a kind of soup that contained those bubble tea pearls that you find in your bubble tea. So they pop in your mouth when you bite on them, and they tasted of fresh berries. The soup was accompanied with like a biscuit with some roasted vegetables on top. When he was passing us the menu for ordering of more cocktails, he almost knocked over my GoPro, which was quite shocking. I would say that it was quite an okay soup. It wasn't fantastic, but it was still quite refreshing as a starter. Look at how cute the bowl is. They also passed us these cards after every meal.
How much a point then?
This? 6.5.
So harsh.
We then went on to our next room, which was through this shelf, as you can see, through a door in the shelf.
All the way to the end and on the left-hand side.
Gotcha.
Feels like Art Science Museum.
Yeah, feels like outside this room.
Hi.
Hello.
We're so blue now.
Oh, you're red now? We should take one before.
Yeah. Oh, okay, it's a
Is that
video.
Oh, that's green. Okay, now we can go. Okay, wait.
Wow.
There you go. Oh, just like that.
Hi.
Hi.
Right, what are your numbers? 1 and 2?
1 and 2.
1 and
2 over here, please.
Okay.
Right, so take a seat over here.
Okay.
You guys are free to take some photos
Our second dish or mains for the night was basically this impossible burger with tapioca fries that you can see. Tasted wonderful. I did not expect it. The burger was made of dragon fruit, or so they told us, and the fries was covered with charcoal powder. It was really savoury and good, or perhaps I was just too hungry, so it just tasted really good.
The fries look nice, right?
So anyway, this room that we were in was supposed to be inspired as if it was in a forest. We were sitting around what looked like a very big tree trunk. And it was quite funny because the trunk was made of styrofoam and painted to look like a tree. But yeah, it was still quite interesting because it felt like a magical forest with all the strings of vines, if you want to imagine it, hanging from the ceiling above us. I would say that I like this room quite a bit. The entertainer or the performer who hosted in this room, she was really friendly and helpful along the way. So I thought it was quite a good experience in this room. After that, we moved into the second room, which resembled a tent. The performer told us that it was meant to be a tent in Egypt. As you can see, it was quite well set up. And again, the performer was really funny and friendly. And I think she added to the vibes of the tent, being very humorous and all. Yeah, what you see that is in her hands is called a tagine and contains our third dish for the night. Each of us was served one tagine. As a birthday boy, Mr. P got something different.
Mine doesn't have text. Alright, says birthday.
1, 2, 3.
Wow! So we heard it was your birthday today. Hello, happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Alright, you guys can blow your candle.
Soon after finishing our meal, we had to climb through this, up into the wall and through this really narrow passageway, which was quite fun. Reminded me of an indoor playground, and there's me looking down from the top. And yeah, this is what we climbed through earlier on, into another room. So I would say that the performer in this room really lacked enthusiasm and was not as relatable compared to the first two rooms that we were in. I just felt like she was doing a job, which was fine, I guess. We were served cereal and chicken with some cauliflower soup, and I did not really like this, but I think Mr. P enjoyed this because it contains chicken. I didn't finish this. I gave most of it to Mr. P to finish because I didn't really like the taste of it. The room was meant to be like an American household kitchen, and the performer was meant to be an American housewife back in 1950s thereabouts. Again, we were given some cards, and after finishing the meal, we were told to climb under this door, which was under the table, into our next room. And yes, it was dark because it was meant to be a sorcerer's room of sorts. And you can see many drawers, and it was very dim and very dark. The performer for this room, she was really non-enthusiastic, non-engaging. So Mr. P is holding some seaweed in a vial, and this was our mains for this room. It's meant to be a squid risotto. And in this, it's supposed to be sugar that looks like glass. So we're supposed to pour all of it together and mix it up.
And you can dig it out from there.
After mixing it, it's supposed to look purplish because there was some purple carrots at the bottom, as you can see. I would say that this dish was really nice. It reminded me of somewhat like a chirashi. Yeah, but it was a squid risotto without the risotto. Yeah, I enjoyed this quite a bit, even though I didn't like the room as much, and I also did not like the performer as much, but the food was still quite awesome. I explored the room after I finished my meal, and yeah, these are just some snippets of what I found in the room. The decor in the room was quite alright. I did not really fancy this room after all. We came through that door that she's closing right now. And the last room for the night was this. It's basically like a private jet plane setting with very interesting pamphlets.
Oh, hey, you want the killer pie chicken, the terrified chicken?
We were served our second alcoholic drink and last alcoholic drink for the night, which was Prosecco. I did not really like that because it's a bubbly. The last dish for this room was the dessert. We were served some gin-infused jelly, which wasn't the best in my honest opinion, but yeah, I just finished it anyway because can't waste food, right? The TV screens around the windows just looked like we were flying off, taking off, and landing subsequently. That was how the room basically looks like. And then we were done with the meal and we were let out of the room by the stewardess. Yeah, it was quite uneventful, I would say. But since there were many sessions for the night, I suppose they were just going through the motion and getting us out of the room ASAP for the next session to come in. And there we have it. That was the door that we came out of. The end of our experience, it just looks like an unassuming door right next to the Asylum Coffee House. And that was it.
Then.
Hello!
Hello.
You can go and see.
1, 2,
而且现在我打气，
no like
他
that.
说那个没有做人，哦，没有做人，又换了，又换多一个，就是
This is you.
8月是吗？
哦，8月说完之后，那天我你
How you cheese?
他说你把 you can call on off
再 check 啊。
再看你们
My one is so funny one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why you keep doing the same action, Harper?
It's a video.
Do you like bananas? How many bananas can you eat?
10.
You can eat 10 bananas? Yeah, are you enjoying the banana? Is it sweet? Are you showing me your half-chewed banana? Eee! You're getting so near.
It's very cold.
Careful.
Joy on her face.
我的朋友在这里，1、2、3、4、5、6、7。我的朋友在哪里？在这里，在这里。我的朋友在这里。